Ouch. When you bowed at me, it really freaked me out.
Well, I didn't bow at you.
You went like this.
I was like, I'm ready.
And I bowed and then wow. Okay. Karate. Thank you guys. When I wrote this next one, I sort of, when we finished touring the last record, I had a breakup and I just was like, I'm not gonna write songs about it. Because nobody fucking cares, you know, they don't want to hear that shit. No, thank you, I appreciate it. But, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna write songs about falling in love instead, you know, and that's not what it sounds like, but that's my idea of a love song, is like, nobody likes me, anyway,
You're the kind of girl that cries like after like 2 dates. Like you're like, I think I'm falling for you. Sorry, gross.
No, I hold it together. You know what it is that when I meet someone that I like, I'm so high-strung and intense about it that it takes me a long time, sometimes years. But when I do cry, it is ridiculous. It's also adorable, because my nose gets all red. So, just kidding, but anyway, what happens when you finish a 5-year breakup is that you start to drink and get tattoos and go dancing, and your family and friends, they start to talk behind your back, and your band asks your sister if you're okay, because they're worried about you. But what they don't realize is that you're fine, because what was happening, the old you was sad and depressed and caged, and the new you is free to explore different things, like,
And as a DJ sometimes in San Francisco.
that's funny. There's nothing wrong with really liking music, so anyway, you try out new things, like you take your like $3,000 bed that it took you 10 years to get, and then you decide to throw out everything but the mattress and put it back on the floor. You're like, I'm a grown-up, I'm putting my mattress on the floor again, I don't care what anybody thinks. That's really
Hey,
hardcore. I'm talking.
That's hardcore.
It's not hardcore, but just let me get it out.
I'm just giving a little bit of feedback, that's all, just helping you along with the story.
Oh.
I'm like a marker. If you were a marathon, I would be those cups, those plastic cups full of water.
Right, okay. Thank you. Okay, so you try out different things. So, Sarah, you take your bed apart and you put it on the floor again. And you...
That's pretty hardcore.
You do. You go through stages where you wear all white.
And you become a DJ sometimes in San Francisco.
Let's see, what else do you do?
You develop an eye condition that's related to
That's right.
exercise.
I did. That was helpful though, because that's a conversation starter. Because people are like, your eye's droopy, what's up with that? And then you're like, well,
Or they say,
I suffered a...
Or Tegan, they come up to you and they say, are you winking at me?
It's true, it did help with the picking up stuff, but when I finished going through that stage and I went back to kind of being like a mixture of those two Tegans, my eye went back to normal, and I stopped drinking tequila, and I put my bed on I like had a custom-made bed frame, you know, and I put the mattress on, and I was like, goodbye, early 20s, hello, late 20s, and the eye condition went away, which was exciting, and then a bump formed on my foot, and
also with ptosis in the title.
well, why don't you want to sing my songs for me too? I mean, the whole story is led up to this. I felt you in my legs before I likeable. Anyway, so I have this bump and I didn't really tell anyone, and then when I finally started to tell people, we went on the internet and it's called ectotosis. So it's ptosis, but up the foot, basically. So I'm not really concerned though. I let someone examine it the other night, and she told me at the moment that I don't have to worry about it, not to go to the doctor, but then actually was like, yeah, you probably should go to the doctor, so I'm gonna do that. But anyway, don't worry though. Don't be scared, it's fine. It's just my foot. If I have to cut it off, no biggie, you know? No, it'd be a really big deal, I'd be sad. Anyway, okay, so this next song, I wrote right when we finished touring our last record, and I wrote it in the middle of the night, and I recorded it and sent it to Sarah and made her get up, and she called me and was like, yeah, it's good, write a bridge. And that was it. And then I was like, where are you? Are you DJing right now?